portal, and that's first blood going over to Viper.
Yeah, and that's the power that you have with double combat summoners. Really nicely played by the BLG bot lane. Viper using his lethal tempo stacks very aggressively and making sure that he's actually able to look now for another kill.
Oh my goodness! BLG bot lane just...
What kind of matchups do you play face rush? I think it's usually in matchups where I feel like I need the speed. Wait, did I get double LP from that game? 2467. Huh? Yeah, I must have gotten double LP from that game. Okay, I'm not complaining. But usually I go it versus champions where I feel like I need the speed to kite. But I also think it's just generally the best Jayce rune. Like if you can, especially if you can go Transcendence. Transcendence is really good. If you go Mana Moon, you get extra mana from this, but this is also really good, just the speed. But versus like Darius, Olaf, I go it versus some champs also where you can like go in and go out and they can't really do much, like Aatrox. You know, here I went to versus Anivia. Here I was unsure who it was top, so here I just went it to be safe. But I think that versus Nidda Grass is probably better for the lane. Trundle, you know, because you can just go in and you can run away. Here I went it by accident. Because I thought it was versus Olaf, but I ended up not being versus Olaf.
It'll be easily accessible for her without finding herself in a good amount of danger. As On takes a portal.
I do like this response from Tarzan, just being able to bail out Kael and Hope and hover them. And On, Mr. Worldwide has gotten a little too crunk for the likes of anyone's legend. And Tarzan finally that level 6 breakpoint. On's gonna go hunting into the bot jungle. This will force Tarzan to stop his base. However, wait.
Thank you for the follow, Wilda. Hey.
I guess he's got Knight for backup, but he's got to be able to burn him down, and he definitely does. Why would I ever doubt the GOAT there? And now he's got Shun in his back pocket. Yes, Shanks will be able to clean up at least one, but that...
I thought you play Conk a lot of the time, because in your YouTube videos you're using it most of the time. Oh, thank you for the follow, lol, Naga. But I think that, I don't know, yeah, actually I've been playing it a lot, but it's just because I keep on facing these champions, like, you know, here I played versus Olaf. If you don't go Stormers versus Olaf, you can't really play. Here I just inted. This game, I think Stormers is the best scaling rune, honestly. Here I went first strike, but it just went horribly. I was just completely destroyed by Tracing. I also think that early game damage from Conk is very good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could check the last 20 games. How do I choose a champion there? Okay, Jayce. So how many games? Okay, let's do the last. Okay, 20. Because so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games were Storm Raiders. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the games were Conqueror. And how many of the games would be First Strike? 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I've been trying this First Strike tech into K'Sante. I don't know how good it is because you don't have the same tankiness or same abuse, but I kind of like it. Then let's do. Have I not played a single Grasp game? I think where I normally take Grasp, I've been starting to go, you know, First Strike instead. So that's why I feel like you should just check K'Sante matchup with Grasp or Conk with Black Cleaver Rush. No, yeah, I think that's true. What do you do to carry your team when you're the only one doing well? I feel like those are the most frustrating losses. Like in lower elos, you can usually just stomp the enemy if you're good enough, and then you can try to impact them by both like the jungle by roaming down, having prio, taking tower. After if you can take your tower, You can roam down into one of the other lanes. You can like try to fight second Drake. There's a bunch of stuff, but you always need to play very reactively. But if you weigh teaming up with your team and split pushing, going with your team is generally better. What I would say. But it's very also because you know if it's a fight that's just completely lost, and if you go there you're gonna die, and you're maybe gonna get 1 or 2 kills. If you put that on one side and then just farming on the other, it's better to just farm and take blitz. And some games are just not winnable, you know.
Lack of true sustained damage for Billy Gaming with this. First Dragon starting to take a wallop onto On here, who's just trying to clear some dang vision here, man.
He's just soloing it. All out top side now, though.
Flandra might be in trouble. Good punt away. The flash immediately matched by Flandra.
Look at that, by the way.
Alive.
Looking at mid lane, no realm warp from Shanks, no roam timer available.
Look at that.
First Dragon starting to take a wallop on.
You ever check runes from matchups in Korea and China? No, I don't actually.
On here, who's just trying to clear some dang vision.
So he just jumps to the minion.
Here, man.
He's just soloing it. All out top side now, though.
Flandra might be in trouble. Good punt away. The flash immediately matched by Flandra.
What sort of differences have you noticed? Lol Noga.
And he gets out alive.
Because I think the reason why people go, by the guys, 8-minute queue. I'm still in queue, just so you guys know. The reason why people go like Grasp and Inspiration is because you want Triple Tonic and Cosmic Insight for the low flash cooldown. Grasp is for like bone plating, you know, bone plating, what do you call it? You know, the rune itself is not super good, I think, but you get some edge before it. Overgrowth, Demolish, bone plating, or you can go on flinching. US is with Coherence, prefer usually face rush into play on space, whereas Shyness pretend to go. EOS is just a full dead with 0 thought process usually. I mean, are there even any Jayce players? I know that a lot of pro players playing, but...
Lane, no roam,
DPM? Best? I don't even think I'm first on this. I think that like Lodi is first or something. Ooh, actually, am I the rank one? Is this West or World? Major regions. Dude, what? This guy? Oh, wait, I didn't mean to press this ad.
Realm Warp from Shanks, no roam timer available to him, means that Flandra will be able to go back to base, and it's Breathe who's found himself a little bit of an advantage in that top lane. May not necessarily be in the gold, but
yeah, true. No PGG, there's always so many odds.
As he moves down towards his Krugs, he knows that the jungler for anyone's legend not quite close enough.
Paranoia, used by Tarzan, goes immediately for Viper, and he just flashes over the wall.
Oh, nice. Guys, by the way, I just got a pop, and it didn't pop up, and now it said, Emploid has declined the lobby. Okay, now I got an insta-pop. Nice.
Of Shuna Knight. Now Shane's trying to flash forward. Rune Prison on a flashless A to carry. That's a recipe for success. Shutdown Bounty going to go into the pockets of Shanks, and anyone's legend continue to climb back the small deficit and even up the game state here for anyone's legend.
Yeah, good pan from Aura, who did get taken down.
But look, now he's not going Black Cleaver because I think that the Nafiri is going Black Cleaver because he has Phage, right? Who's your favorite pro top laner?
Was also a top tier 1 turret.
I don't know if I have one, to be honest.
Pocket, so
I
used to be
as well. We'll see how he can translate it. He still has TP.
Like Soas maybe or Brick.
Breathe does not.
On the hunt ready, Paranoia ready, Herald low.
I was always a Fnatic fan.
Herald secured. Temper Fate dodged. Paranoia used. Lights are completely off. A TP has come in from Flandra. They're immediately using the Rift Herald, and On's going to take it for a ride. Knight, the first one into the fray. Here comes On around the corner. And it's just a crash into the turret.
All right, smart pathing actually by On. If he goes through the mid lane, he gets pinged out in front of all of AL and either dies or catalyzes a fight. I don't really were able to find a lot of gold onto the Sivir that Viper did not pick up, but Breathe now in a 1v4.
All right,
So
Brady,
at
let's see how
first-
tanky you are at 17 minutes into the game. And without the assistance of a turret, the answer is not tanky enough when it comes to four.
later on. I won't necessarily say gets outscaled, but definitely not as easy to play. And now we're going for a fight.
On to Flandra,
dude.
following the flash up as well
Not
onto his
gaming.
former teammate, and says, back to the Shadow Realm you go. And now Viper might be taken out for a ride on the left side. Breathe just wallops him into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Forced to
Zeus is
retreat
like
with
the best
Spirit
Jayce.
Rush. Breathe looking for that Q3, doesn't quite land it, but the pressure is still felt as anyone's Legend find another successful fight in stopping the
Waiting
BLG.
arms of a Rise, who is more than able to take that down.
Back to live. Shooting a little bit in trouble.
stun.
On trying to follow up on the Flandra. Tempered Fate goes wide, and he's the first one to fall. Flandra now backed up into a corner, trying to escape the clutches of the Cassante, but leans onto the rest of BLG to try and finish off the tank. But meanwhile, the Pandas take the Dragon for free, and BLG have successfully been slowed down enough that the
Well, we'll
Pandas...
have to see if Flandra can utilize this, and again, in the inter-team politics that is going on at BLG that just happens when
So, I'm versus Aurelia here. I don't know, should I go... Actually, I'm gonna try this. Even though some people say it's trash, I just want to try it. What's your favorite skin in the game overall or on Jayce? I don't know. Great question. Yeah, I know it's good, but I just wanted to try this now. Usually I do conk with yes, exactly.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Dude, I actually like this skin, to be honest.
Transformation complete.
Minions have spawned.
I feel like Grasp could actually be the worst one.
Powering up.
Worse than Face Rush, worse than... Yeah. I used to play Face Rush, but I don't think it's that good. You're going to lack damage.
Our future will
I
be
think that the main problem most people do when playing Jayce or Serial is they step up, or they start...
time to make a stand.
He's gonna look to Q and then exhaust me. He pushed this too fast, I'm pretty sure.
Bring down the hammer.
Okay. Kinda into this.
Pave the way.
I took way too much damage. I probably should have based and tipped it back.
Eyes on the horizon. Never look back.
Oops. I don't think I need to TP. I'm gonna save my TP. Would be lovely if he misses the cannon. I don't think he's gonna miss the cannon though. Oh, nice. Nice. Now I'm gonna miss the cannon, by the way. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna miss the cannon. Please tell me. I didn't miss the cannon. Thank you for the follow, Miss Coof. Was it like playing default skin? I like it. Guys, I've been thinking of doing like an unranked challenger. I think I'm gonna do that. Where's Lysine, by the way? Lysine is bot. Also, I think that this guy, not to flame him, but there's another Aurelia player called Koala. I don't know if you guys know him. Okay, that was a really bad trade. That was a horrible trade, actually. And this Koala guy is a lot better than this guy. Okay, I missed.
Fully charged.
Guys, I'm struggling to read the chat while I play, just so you guys know. Since I said my TP, I can TP back here. I don't know where the scene is. I think pushing here is actually the wrong play. He's gonna stay now. And I just gave him free access to the wave. Unless he thought we would dive him.
Strength through progress.
Yeah, but a lot of people will be... I feel like those videos do kinda good on YouTube, or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
Time to make a stand. There. I'm always ready.
An ally has been slain.
Pave the way.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't have armor boots like he does.
Eyes on the horizon. Never look back. Transformation complete.
Thank you for the follow, new meta.
Without fear. I will light our path.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Never a wrong step.
Is someone here?
Our future will be bright.
Okay, maybe we can.
Transformation complete. Transformation complete. I'm always ready.
I haven't really been keeping up with the chat, guys, sorry. I've been so focused. I feel like Lee Sin was so close to, you know, getting something there, but he just couldn't get it. I don't know, maybe he didn't have ult or something.
Cannon engaged. Eyes on the horizon. Transformation complete. Never look back. Hammer time.
Just gonna keep pushing.
Without fear. Feel the thunder. I will light our path.
Dude, there's no... Like, this idea that range shops are OP, I don't agree, honestly.
Never a wrong
An
step.
enemy has been slain.
Well done. Can't they just back off?
Ally has been slain.
Like, I know he wants to style and whatever, but like, come on, just back off. It's for the better of the team.
I'm gonna enjoy this. Energize. Transformation complete. Our future will be bright. Cannon engaged.
He's alone here.
An ally has been slain.
Time
He does have conk, I have grasp, so...
Transformation complete. To the sky. I'm always ready.
An ally has been slain.
Cannon engaged.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Can you dodge your E reactively? Maybe. I don't know, honestly.
Eyes on the horizon.
think you're gonna try to, but I don't know.
Hammer time.
I think I'm mostly guessing beforehand. That's why, like... But I feel like I'm kind of good at dodging it, but I feel like a lot of the Red players I play versus don't really do it that well either. What's up, Jack? Train? Yes, he's basing. Where's their support? Can't I just kill him here?
Without fear.
Okay, I can't just kill him here.
I will light up.
Where's their entire team, man?
Killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Never a wrong step. Powering up.
I saw that he was gonna get caught, so that's why I TP'd. Topo is freezing into him. Isn't Conk better
Our future
versus Irelia? Yeah, it probably is, but I wanted to try this. Also, these give you a lot of value, unflinching, bone plating. Hard to say, you know.
time to make a stand.
Kinda true Kvix. No flame. Oh wait, what the fuck? Smited.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm always ready. Hammer time.
I thought he warded.
Formation complete.
I guess he didn't. Can he dive me? Is he here? No, he's...
Power slam. Eyes on the horizon.
What's up, Jayce Data? I didn't even see your message, honestly.
Cannon engaged. Never look back.
Oops. Now we got second Drake.
Without fear. I will light our path.
I hope he cancels his base.
Power slam.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Never a wrong step.
Rampage.
Okay, what the fuck?
Powering up.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Transformation complete. Our future will be bright. Energize.
Okay, lol, that was int. I guess we don't know where Lee Sin is.
Bring down the hammer.
hardest to play against? Actually, I had completely forgotten about Invicta. Now that you say his name. Oh wait, I'm dead. My bad. I should have respected. I didn't realize.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Probably Koala. At least now. I remember I used to play versus Invicta, like, I don't know how many seasons ago was that. I mean, I'm sure he played multiple years, right? Dude, Lee Sin healing, by the way. How is Lee Sin healing allowed?
I'm always ready.
Maybe I should just tip it to the tower.
Transformation complete.
Yeah, and you guys just fucking hinted. Nah. That was bad. I should just tip it to the tower, I guess. Or like here. I guess this ward was just placed. I don't know. It's hard to say, because I got better as well, right?
Pave the way.
That was so bad, that play.
To the sky.
Because like if you're Masters or GM,
Eyes on the horizon. Electrify.
it's the same if I became a high challenger player rather than a low challenger player. Oh, Arella is here. What? Really? My E was just cancelled. I'm dead. My E was cancelled! I mean, that's why you take Conk, right? It's just been going downhill. Like I was talking to my... Doing this top lane play, I was talking to my parents. Yeah, I actually I exited the bush, that's why. I was probably dead anyway. But it's just frustrating, because she was so useless.
Without fear.
Has been slain. Shut down.
It's fine.
I will light our path.
Okay, I'm kinda cut off here, actually.
Never a wrong step.
They're like looking to contest this. I don't know. Ah, what's up, Turkey Lover? Yeah, I haven't seen your name in a while. I'm doing good. What about yourself? I hope your grades have been going up at least.
Our future will be bright. To the sky. Time to make a
I don't know where Aurelia is. Is Relia here?
has destroyed a turret. Your turret
Relia is probably top right.
an enemy has been slain.
Oh, XD, I'm inting. What, is he gonna go in? This guy is crazy, man. Does Mouser have flash? Did I hit him? Yeah, I did hit him.
Eyes on the horizon.
Has been slain.
I died.
Never look back.
Dude, what is this damage, man? 1.2k. That's crazy.
Without
I mean, I TP'd so late. If I TP'd earlier, or if Lee Sin didn't go in like that, would have been a lot different.
electrify. Face the future.
I'm gonna take this so that Irelia doesn't take it.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
He does a lot of damage.
An ally has been slain.
I will light our path.
I have to admit. Maybe I should just base here.
Never a wrong step.
Nah, they're hard to play. I agree. X-Mess are forgiving, I think. Oh,
Powering up. Cannon engaged. Time to make a stand. Transformation complete.
what's up, traps? But this is the thing, like, I feel like I have so much
I'm always ready.
HP. Maybe that's just, I'm just wrong, but that's how I feel. I guess it's because I have the component for Edge of Night as well, actually. It's not just the runes.
Pave the way. Eyes on the horizon.
Where the hell is Malsar? But I'm gonna do a matchup tier list. I'm working on it. Okay, Malsar is actually top. And Irelia is mid. Oh, they're all so low.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Never a wrong step. Powering up.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Like it did so much damage there, but we couldn't just finish anyone off.
Our future will be bright. Energize. Strength through progress.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Killing spree. Your turret has been
That was so bad. She actually dealt so much damage to me there earlier.
Your inhibitor
Oh.
has been
That's a bad ending to a bad game, honestly. Well, that's just life. Wait, I'll be right back. I'll be back in a minute.
When you have a 6-man roster, this is a big match for Flandre to try and showcase his power, to showcase that if you give me the gold, I can carry. And he's been given the gold, and the second part we'll need to see if he can manifest.
Meanwhile, Shanks solo pushing on the bot side of the map. Flandre onto item spike. First shock blast does not connect, but it's enough pressure that BLG are able to finally weather down this tier 1 in the mid lane, open up the map a little bit further, which should give them even more opportunities to try and set up these picks.
I mean, because this Flandre here ended up going Yomus into Cassandra instead of the Black Cleaver, right?
Shanks, so that he's not the one in trouble. A little bit of a pick on the cards.
Oh. Shanks able to dodge the charm, but cannot dodge the tempered fate. Tarzan turns out the lights here with his ultimate, and they turn right onto the MVP contender, but Shanks will not live to tell the tale. Tarzan falls, and it's enough BLG members to finally shroud out the light. Anyone's Legend losing out on their jungle and mid duo again. All of the honestly great attempts by AL to stabilize the game for themselves while they continue to scale into the later stages of this game 1. But BLG now with Baron buff on their side, we'll see how far they can go, how far they can push. Tier 2 turret in the bot lane, ready to fall with one more successful minion wave push.
your team's turret has been
BLG.
Ah, thank you. I mean, I tried to get as many of those as possible, right?
Summoner's Rift.
Let's like see this fight. It's like we had Nash here, right? And I kind of forget that. Ah, but it means a lot, thank you. It means a lot, mean and humble, thank you. Yeah, wait, I died bot lane, right? That's what happened. Then here I got hit by the E, but it's fine. Like, how did we... Because here there was a huge ride. Funks, and thank you for the follow. Maybe I should just went with my team. He gets ult in my mouth here, I think. Or wait, maybe not. Am I thinking of the... Oh, Viego ults in, but he doesn't get it because he already died. Yeah, I should have TP'd earlier. If it's not a pain, can you go over your laning phase in this fold? I mean, the VOD will be up for free, but basically what happened this game is that I started E, and then I just played safe. I had Irelia push into me, then Vego came and we ganked her and we killed her. Level 4. That's what happened.
Because here it's like, I should have just TP'd earlier, right? Also, if I used my big Q there, because here it's like, what is this guy doing?
That's what I did. Like, I'm in champ select now, and we're loading into to the next game, so it's kind of hard for me to say, you know. But you know, I really respected. Also, because she has exhaust and I have TP. I'm gonna have to close it now because I'm loading into the next game. Okay, this game I'm gonna play Conk, but I'm still gonna take TP. I think what I'm gonna do is so you're gonna get to see another Irelia game, unless it's Irelia mid, which would be very bad for me. Jayce MC.
Never a wrong step.
So you're gonna get to see another game. I think I would follow Elusio 2.
Cannon engaged.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Powering up.
Minions have spawned.
Respta lol, thank you for the follow. Where's the resistance Jayce? I'm just doing no skin Jayce today.
I will light our path.
Lord, what are they typing?
Our future will be bright. Transformation complete.
So now I kited him kind of poorly with my E. My E placement was also not that good. But you know, I'm just getting the XP. Now he pushed way too fast. He's finished. Like, maybe I actually shouldn't have taken that minion. Because, you know, usually I really want to 3 crush, but actually he got so much HP back. Nice. I don't think he will base here. If he bases here, it's horrible for him. Yeah. Still here. I just need to get level 3. Takes bone plating. He wants to shove this in, I'm not gonna let him. I want him to be stuck here. I have TP, he doesn't.
Time to make a stand.
Look, now my ward in the lane. Okay, what the fuck is going on with my lamp? My lamp is broken, by the way. I don't think he missed any XP.
Bring down the hammer.
Dude, I like accidentally ran over. I'm farming kinda poorly. Aquash, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I think he based here.
The way. To the sky. Energize.
I don't know, however. Thank you for the follow, Red Labels. Are these even real people? I accidentally broke the freeze, but... Ooh, what an outplay.
Without fear.
Hey man, I enjoy the videos. I wonder where you're from. I'm from Sweden. Thank you for enjoying my videos. Where are you from? No, I don't have a matchup to your list. I'm working on it.
An enemy has been slain.
Wait for team, kill, profit. That's how you play. Not even joking. Thank you for the follow, Chunky. Still have TP now. You can see there, I pulled the wave and I saw that Karma was coming. And he thinks like, oh, he's gonna hold this wave. I'm here, I have exhaust. But then Karma just appears and we kill him.
I will light our path.
Dude, that emote is so good, Jayce MC. Do you play with Storm Eaters? Yes, but not this game. Thank you for the follow, Dark Moon.
Be bright.
This game I'm playing Conquer. Oh no, I missed the cannon. Oh my god, I stinked it so hard. I stinked it so hard. That was so bad. Thank you for the follow, Nachmark. The games are, this is my first game. Or no, this is my third game. I don't know, I've won one and then I've lost one. Is that Lysin? Yeah, it is. I shouldn't have attacked.
Never look back.
It's probably fine because his minions are stronger, however.
An ally has been slain.
You know, that's where like exhaust is good, right? But because I didn't respect,
An ally has been slain.
How do you get the skin of each anniversary?
An ally has been slain.
I'm still ahead in EXP.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
I think I kill him here. Maybe not. Because he still has slash, right? Support could be roaming up.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, like I said, their support could be roaming up. My bad. should have respected. It sucks so much when you don't respect and then you die. And then I'm gonna lose like this entire wave. I swear it's harder to place your E good on this Jayce.
Never a wrong step.
I think he's gonna have full... Oh, coming.
I will light our path.
He's gonna freeze this dude, I need help.
Be bright. Eyes on the horizon.
Smart by him not to take a longer trade, honestly. He still has flash, his ult is coming up. And he's getting plants.
Never look back.
No W.
Shut down.
Time to make a step.
Dude. My bad. I swear if I get insta heal, I have enough speed to run away.
Pave the way.
Shut down.
Nice.
Ally has been slain. Shut down.
Cannon in.
'Cause this is usually why I go exhaust into Aurelia, because they go exhaust,
I'm always ready.
and then I can match it. So I can 1v1 them, because now I can't 1v1 him, right? What is your opinion on Aurelia versus Jayce? It's completely fine for Jayce as long as you don't fall behind.
Transformation complete. Never a wrong step.
But you know, now I'm just so far behind. I mean, maybe that's true.
Transformation complete. I will light our path. For Piltover. Bring down the hammer. future will be bright.
Thank you for the follow, Dark Fix.
Shocking. Eyes on the
Dude, I'm so weak. Yeah, Jayce MCA for sure. I think it's good if you go over to like exhaust. Yeah, also top or something.
An ally has been slain.
never look back.
An ally has been slain.
Time to make a stand.
I was trash talking this Aurelia, and now I paid for it by him destroying me.
Pave the way. Better luck next year. Away with me.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough game.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh, close. That's very close. Can we just FF this game, please? I don't want to play this game.
Without fear.
Sup Hyun Nguyen and a pessimist. I didn't see your guys' messages till now in the YouTube chat.
Cannon engage. Face the future.
Wait, Megaldon, isn't that like big animal or something? Is that why you have the name?
An ally has been slain.
Transformation complete.
An enemy has been
I don't think he can dive me.
Press.
Really? Dude, he deals so much damage. I think he flashed as well. I'm just running it down. That's what I feel like at least.
Never a wrong step. Powering up. enjoy this. Cannon engaged. I will light our path.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
For Piltover.
Enemy double kill.
Really? I mean, I just don't want to play this game, and I need to help my family with some stuff, so that's why.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
No, 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 no. I'm just gonna go off for like, I don't know, 10, 15, max 30 minutes. Thank you for the YouTube subscription, Bapt.
Never look back. Time to make a stand.
I mean, I don't know, he went this unbelievable into Deadmans, and
Mission complete.
my team is not happy about it. Oh wait, I really have TP.
Bring down that hammer.
Has been slain. Ally has
I feel like if I TP I'm just gonna die, it's better to push bot.
kill. An ally has been slain.
To the sky. Shocking.
I'm gonna take this wave then base, or maybe I'm gonna take a bit of his jungle, because
Transformation complete.
he might take the sweeper plant, the Zoe. I hope I can take this. He didn't take the sweeper plant, okay nice. Okay, now he did. They're on Nash.
I'm always ready.
No skin, yeah. This game I'm more of just a no skin noob. I was 1-0 by the way, now I'm 1-6. 6 deaths in a row.
A summoner has reconnected.
Wait, oh no, he came back.
Without fear. Transformation complete.
Spark's ready.
Never a wrong
Enemy killing spree.
XD. That's FF.
powering up.
Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Damn. Yeah, I don't think I realize a hard counter. You can play it if you play well. I just played like shit. I die. Like we killed him once, then I just died. I don't know if you guys saw that. I've been honored already. No, I'm gonna be right back, guys.
Such a good team. Extending their leads, using their barons, and really now hold on, Tarzan.
Oh, Flandra once again Tarzan, I know he's your
Yes.
former teammate, but this is a lot of love being shown to who is now a BLG top laner as Flange is trying to trade blows onto Hope before he goes down swinging.
Somebody kill
It's
him.
going to force Kyle's hand to just take the kill credit, but there's too much time spent trying to take out the Jayce because now here comes Knight ready to swing on in and pounds. Shun as well sinking his fangs into the AL corpses. BLG now to carry this one out. Tarzan still alive, so is Breathe. He goes all out on the Knight, but Viper this time around able to rally enough Mystic shots into his back, and Tarzan will be the final one to drop. BLG 07 deserved in the chat for on there. He's had a couple of deaths that have been a little too funky for BLG's liking, but he has been the maestro in leading anyone's legend around. Now, On might be caught out again by Tarzan, and as I say that, classic caster curse moment. On, that's on me, buddy. I apologize. Hope we'll be able to get the kill credit on that one. We'll see if anyone's legend can find any more. It's just a Raptor camp stolen for Tarzan's liking. BLG still ahead, though, by 4K at the 25-minute mark. Relmore trying to cut off Shun, but Shun can just run to mid lane. At the very least, they can try and steal this red buff away. That's it.
Bad angle for AL, but I think the problem is that if they realm up immediately onto the Neferi, then BLG are too close and can line up those skill Guardian shots. Angel, but it's working ever closer to the Ahri.
Uh-oh. Flashroom Prison looking for the AD carry as Viper tries to flash away, and the magical journey allows him to escape for now. On will be the sacrificial lamb. Temper Fate does snag 2 and slows down their approach. Tarzan gives his GA up so that the Pandas can slay another in the BLG camp. And now we're
Life
5
of the Guardian Angel beautifully, and are now working on that Baron. Breathe zoning one. Shanks is too low to try and zone the other.
Shun has flash. He has called the pack. Flash from Breathe. Forced to use the W. Brings him into the pit. And it's Tarzan that is clutch.
Push him over the edge. Maybe saving for a death cap. But Shanks, they know that he's here from that blue ward. Is just as strong. Has got 3 completed items with the actualizer plus the arm guard.
Doesn't find Shanks with the charms, but he does find Tarzan. Shun goes in, dumps a bunch of damage with the Hound's Pursuit, but immediately it's a full retreat from the rest of BLG. They cannot dare to walk up when the rest of the map was shrouded in darkness. Knight getting pretty darn low on HP. Shun is thinking about trying to go in for more damage as Viper is laying down the poke with these Mystic shots, and Tarzan was pushed out. He went to a camp to try and get some more HP, and Shun is trying to flip this dragon, but Tarzan has arrived back from the jungle. Can Shun get in? Oh, On's on the wrong side of the tracks. He's bought some time. Shanks dodges the Temper Fate. Shun's back in! And Tarzan once again clutch with the smite! And Shunfield flashes into the wall. That's no good sign. Knight is about to lose all pages of his BM book as Shanks finally slays the MVP contender. BLG lose their lead. They lose all 5. And anyone's legend are ready to send this one into the base. Only Viper's the last one standing on the side of BLG.
The Baron at their back here are for 30 minutes into the game. Anyone's legend with those grubs as well have got 30 seconds to lay waste to the base of Billy Gaming. Baron has just worn off and Viper going to try to do what he can. Anyone's legend, the inhibitor of formality, much more. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like they're going to call it a day. Not even take the inhibitor. On the hunt goes out. They know that there are...
Just leaves Hope to whatever abandon and just tries to play for jungle gap. Oh, wait a minute.
That's GA.
Okay, well, Tarzan's going to lose his GA. Can he get out? Paranoia gives him the cover of darkness. He walks out alive. Thank goodness for the side of anyone's legend. I thought I was about to have another caster curse there.
Well, you tried real hard. Fortunately, never have been in.
You can see the gears turning for BLG where they are recognizing that they cannot just sit idly by and wait for another team fight scenario. They just have to find a pick scenario and immediately spring on the first target that walks up isolated. Hope potentially giving them another window for this next fight.
I said that as the game gets later, BLG's game gets harder, and that's because we need to now see Flanger and Viper land the poke, and not just land the poke, but land it onto crucial targets as well. If it's onto the Cassante, that doesn't matter, but if they can get it on Shanks, if they can get it on Hope, these champions who don't yet have sustain, that's then where the BLG composition can thrive. And if we can see Knight and Jun pair up, find a target, that could be good as well.
Temper Fate on the Shanks. Paranoia used, trying to give Shanks a way out of this one. As he steps up, looks to force Shun out of the call of the pack. Tarzan really trying to take out the jungler, but forcing the flash out of him. Flandra sectioned off for the rest of his team, as Shanks will push him out and force a flash out of him. But the rest of BLG ready to fight again, looking at every single low health bar on the side of anyone's Legend. They cannot close the distance, but they have gained control of the space here on the top side of the map.
So it looks like it could be a trade Baron for Dragon, but anyone's Legend, they are not happy with this, Rafa. They see the low health bars on BLG. They know the Baron's going to slowly chip away at them as well. We see Shanks clearing the wave. He'll TP, can't TP in.
Tarzan not able to pull another miracle. Can't get in to steal it, but Knight will be sacrificed alongside on. The rest of BLG should be able to walk away with the Baron buff on their side, but anyone's Legend should have enough time to push through mid and
Have
get
a decent amount of attack speed to go alongside this, and we talked about the fact that this game is taking another look. It's BLG who find the Baron, yes, but they do lose Knight, they do lose on. Don't think that there's too much from this that they'll be too sad about.
And your answers have been, or your prayers have been answered, I should say. Hang on. Oh, on. I believe you're the person that's caught out. Magical Journey is just going to lead Tarzan into a wall. And Knight now has to make the hell out of there so that Shanks doesn't lock him up for another kill alongside for anyone's Legend.
Got a death cap included in those, so getting access to the backline, not a difficult task for an Ahri, but being able to do something with it, very much dependent on the landing of those spells as AL work their way through the bot lane, find an inhibitor. It's now about whether BLG want to fight afterwards.
Shanks caught by the Bard ultimate. But no one
Look at
from
the work that
BLG
Bleed's
can
doing
even think about a
Baron
fall.
now on the pivotal Soul Drake.
My goodness. On taking way too much damage from Shanks there. I'm gonna try and stay a little far back so that he can still contribute a Tempered Fate that may save BLG's game here, depending on who it snags. Dragon has spawned. Shun tries to leash it. The rest of anyone's Legend staying strong as a 5-man core unit, close together. Viper throws out the True Shot Barrage for some crucial poke and some vision. Paranoia used, immediately goes for Shun. Call the pack, goes up in the air. Breathe flashing forward and says, "Get over here, Flandra!" As he forces the flash out of him over the Dragon Pit wall. 2,000 HP. Shanks is the one that secures the Hex Tech Soul. And anyone's Legend love these odds. GA being expended, but it's Hope that runs everyone through with the boomerang blades and slices them down to size. Picks up the quadra kill, and anyone's Legend are on the victory march as Hope searches for a penta. On is going to make him work for it, but the rest of the Pandas will make sure that they can end the game one in fashion of pure dominance.
It will be a futile effort running for a Bard, but anyone's Legend with a glorious game number one. They absorbed the pressure in the first 15 minutes and came out on top in the latter 25.
The rest of the AL members trying to see if they can feed Hope the penta. Don't think it happened in time, but it's an unofficial one in our hearts. And
okay, so I like this, and this gives AL a route to play through. Again, I think their composition is very vanilla in terms of its identity. It is win early or lose. Now, they do have an opportunity to
squad
get
heading into playoffs. 3 camp clear into an immediate bot dive and snowball Hope and Kael on a winning bot lane duo. I like to see that. Tarzan will pick himself up the first kill of the game. Viper trying to fight back while he still has to deal with his minion wave, but they've let the turret aggro cool down, and now they will lead the dive again, waiting for the flash before committing the W. Unfortunately, Hope still goes down, but BLG suffer 2 deaths.
Yeah, it was really, really...
At the very least, he can try and steal this respawn Grom. Shun has other plans, though. Immediately launches the fist right on top of Kael's dome. Kael might be in trouble, but he holds on to the flash. He's confident in his jungler to be able to protect him from harm. And Tarzan able to exchange a Comet Spear, and Kael using the flash over the wall to find the light binding, allowing Hope to excel in the early stage of the game.
Viper does get this wave, and now Shanks on the move. I think he has to flash that wall and commit very early. Viper with no summoner spells. Oh
my goodness.
Whoa. Okay, well, now we flashed over the wall. Okay, it's happened.
Come on, Shanks. Just okay.
Oh
Well,
dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
bot lane's in, and he wants to inflict some of that love back to Hope and Kyle. Tarzan en route, but this time Knight is the first one to try and move from the mid lane. Tarzan's going to interrupt him, but Shun is ready to back up his mid laner. He got level 6 on this Aurora, but he's ready to hop over the wall. He might have just left Shun for dead if he can't Vault Breaker back over. He's back in! They caught him by surprise! Oh, what a beautiful bait by Shun and Knight. As soon as he hops out of the wall, he's still able to ult and reposition back over. But public execution! When did Breed TP to the bot side of the map? This game is just pure awesomeness right now.
And it is going to be on falling. There's a scuffle in the bot side between the marksmen. Looks like Hope's coming out on top of that one as Breeze finds the second. AL collapse. And BLG do in the less impressive. They tend to prioritize those grubs over a dragon, which is live. Jun goes in.
Knight following up. Shanks tries to drop Tibbers right on top. Shun, can he get one more auto attack in? Vault Breaker for the shield? Oh, just not enough to be able to take out the Spearman. And Knight does not dare to follow over the wall.
I mean, Knight, you know, he can with the Between Worlds.
Well, for the past 6 minutes, and no one has gone for it. Normally, composition with Vi would go for it. Oh, Shun barely gets out alive. Has the turn tail with the cease and desist to see if they can burst out Shanks before one of these two ends up going down. Shun lands one more punch, and it's a flash wild growth from On to save his jungler's life. Now Tarzan is on the back foot. It's Tarzan that ends up going down, and Kyle cannot bail him out this time around.
Hope does find the solo kill down on the bot side, but AL learn very quickly that if they're not playing around their Caitlyn, they're playing around the wrong lane. In a split where, for me, Hope's carry prowess has been called into question. This is a real big game for me, and a real big game for anyone's Legend. Can Hope actually carry when he's given the resources?
Ho-ho! Knight,
Who's MVP?
have fun.
Who was that?
Tarzan sending a message here in game 2 and reminding him who was the front runner for MVP going into the series and who might still be holding on to that conversation. However, Shun might be able to find Shanks in tow as he was trying to roam back to the mid lane, and Shun is able to pop him on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, so they do get the dragon here, anyone's Legend, but obviously lose out on their mid laner. Good sneaky positioning by Jun there. Walks over from the Raptor brush, and now they're actually fishing for even more.
That equalizer was a little underwhelming, not gonna lie, but at the very least it zoned Breathe into the rest of BLG. That is my defense there for Flandra.
Yeah, and you know, found two. Throw the Lux ulti into, well, the brush, spot that nobody's recalling there, and Shun even gives half of Kyle's HP. Flandra, though, feel like he should know that his days are numbered.
Hey, Flandra, hold this bear real quick. Public execution, bang.
Breed even gets a little bit of crystalline overgrowth just for good measure. Shanks looking to tax a wave away from his top laner. Breed says no, and he's going to find some gold. They're finding out that these plates, they've got some gold in them. That's a good thing to try and get it for themselves.
Hello, Breathe. Remember what happened to you in mid lane a couple minutes ago? Well, get ready for round 2? Question mark? Shun finally Vault Breaker into Cease and Desist and Wild Growth. A lot of CC, a lot of knockups, and Breathe is still making them work for it. The turret is still ramping up, by the way. But at least BLG were able to dodge out on the initial turret range so that it didn't heat up too much. BLG finally take a tier 1 turret on the top side as well, but AL are making quick work of this tier 2 in the mid lane.
What doth it cost them here, Arthur? And unfortunately, as this game gets later again, reliance on Viper will increase. But anyone's Legend sniffing around as Knight... Ooh.
Whoa! Tarzan immediately trying to flash for Knight, but the rest of BLG back him on up, and now Tarzan is going to have to pay the price for going in way too boldly. Shanks getting burned to a crisp as he got turned into a Yordle and a cupcake. Hope has nowhere else to go except back into the ground, 6 feet under, and Breathe will join him there. BLG wipe away 4, and they can look to the Baron next.
Just for all position that they have scales incredibly well. They win out in the...
100% with you on that one. BLG now get to boast a 3.5k gold lead, go into 35 40+ minute territory. But BLG right now going to be
Going to be the best output for the sort of 5-10 seconds of uptime that you will have. BLG do secure themselves a tier 2.
Happens.
Like I say, just going to be another 5 minutes here where we probably say that it won't happen, but it's definitely not so likely, as Shanks is in fact the one who's being caught out.
Shun just flashing away from the light binding to not only close the distance on the Shanks, but just to make sure that. And now start up the Baron, and we'll see if the Pandas can answer.
Okay, Redemption goes down, TP comes in, the Baron's already gone. Nowhere near. Yeah, Yunara later on, she will do this. She will just shred through those objectives, and Breathe spots them, doesn't actually get there in time. And look at Jun on the map here, actually playing a little bit sneaky. So if somebody comes up here a little too far forward, might be looking for a pick play onto Breathe. This is really smart by Jun, if somebody can help.
Jun immediately pops the trigger onto Breathe. Tarzan will at least try and escort him out. Yeah, I don't know where On died from. Must have been in a row from Shanks and Kyle, who were able to catch him as he escaped towards the jungle, leaving his base. So anyone's legend have 5 to 4 for the next 30 seconds here. Might be enough to take out the turret.
That's not nothing here. I mean, like you say, 4v5 is definitely a good boost to have. Fortunately, Knight does a good job at wave clearing, not quite enough to Viper here. Very rarely that you'll see Marksman not go for the last Whisper, but has opted into an Immortal Shield Bow. So has now got himself an extra layer of safety as opposed to an extra iota of damage. Traps are down, but BLG are just walking around them. They'll secure themselves the tier 2 in the mid lane. They'll retreat, they'll find a dragon as well. And I know we mentioned that Cloud Soul not particularly a massive objective for these teams, but again, Yunara with a Cloud Soul, definitely something to be feared.
There's one thing I'm fearing right now, it's Knight's damage. My goodness.
Yeah. Equally worth fearing.
You know what I also fear? You don't need to go that fast before you get a lawsuit. I'm just saying. Well, right now,
I wouldn't call Toplane a parking lot, but there was a kid up there.
Can't even continue with my train of thought there. Shun at least expends his GA and will live to tell the tale. Shanks barely makes it out alive alongside Tarzan. And BLG are going to continue the pain train, looking for hope. And Kyle next. The Vault Breaker finds Kyle and clips him in the jaw. And the rest of BLG will be able to push through the mid lane and finally crack open the base of anyone's legend.
Yeah, again, no Baron, but their comp is just better at this stage. It's a 7.
Isn't enough time? Yes, it is!
Oh,
Viper!
no!
Oh my god! The wall, but this Ash Arrow, can it save Knight? Isn't enough time? Yes, it is!
Oh,
The sombrero flash! I love it!
you know, there was a window where Knight kind of thought, what if he outplays me? He's removed that from contention. That is not a possibility. Sombrero Flash, as highlighted.
On Summoner's Rift.
AL can't afford to give this up. They have to keep trying to keep BLG interested and make sure that this Elder is never taken low enough. They still have some big tools available. But the issue is that the longer this goes, the more likely those big cooldowns are going to come up for BLG. Shockwave up in 10 seconds. TP back in from Knight. AL, this is your last stand.
Breathe is trying to build up rage as fast as possible. 8,000 HP on the Elder Dragon. Shanks getting brought incredibly low. That Soul Unbound is going to take him back to his fate. Breathe tries to go in, stopped immediately in his tracks. Meganar only onto one. Shun gets the GA back up. He's totally fine, and as he dashes back into the Dragon, the rest of BLG are doing all the damage they need to eliminate any last hope from the side of anyone's legend. Elder Dragon secure comes through, and it's now just the stray marksman left on the board for BLG to clean up. A shockwave will
Wait, have I been muted? I've been talking to you guys this
be
whole time.
overkill at this.
I didn't realize. Okay, what's up, KOVix? I'm doing well. What about yourself? Now I have to re-say everything.
Point.
Yeah. What's? Thank you, Luffy. I didn't make any food. The sink got clogged,
And now it is only the front runner
so
MVP,
I had to go fix that.
Tarzan, who can try and pull off a miracle.
Walk with the wave, protect the minions, BLG. Don't do a silly at this late stage. Jun cuts off Tarzan. The carry storm down mid lane, and BLG look just as good.
Red team's turret
Tarzan, when one last effort, will be denied a miracle.
I wonder if he could have like
Wave, protect the
try to like flash over here. And then like smite this. I mean, like, it was 50 seconds, 30, yeah.
minions, BLG. Don't do a silly at this late stage. Jun cuts off Tarzan. The carry storm down mid lane, and BLG look just as good.
red team's turret
Tarzan.
Interpol's 4 most wanted. Can I watch this or is this TOS? Thank you for the follow, Fla125.
Every day,
I came back from work to into Achinda. Now food was watching your game. Nice.
somewhere
I
in the
mean,
world,
Trinidad is really frustrating to play against.
someone crosses a border to escape justice. And when they do, there's one organization that follows them wherever they run. Interpol. Short for the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol links together the law enforcement agencies of 196 nations, from the FBI in the United States, to Europol in the EU, to the smallest police outposts in remote corners of Africa. Interpol doesn't make arrests. Its personnel don't carry guns or chase suspects through airports. Instead, the organization
Where's this scene from? Is this from
don't carry
Terminator?
guns or chase
Probably not, right?
suspects through airports. Instead, the organization acts as a global nerve center, sharing intelligence, tracking movements, and issuing alerts that can make a fugitive visible in places they thought they had disappeared. To do that, Interpol uses a color-coded notice system, a kind of international language of pursuit. A blue notice tracks someone's movements and is used when a suspect's location is unknown. A yellow notice helps find missing persons, particularly children. A black notice identifies bodies found far from home. A green notice warns other nations about criminals who may offend again. A silver notice helps trace and seize their assets. An orange notice alerts authorities to potential threats. A purple notice details specific criminal methods. But at the very top of that hierarchy sits the red notice, the most urgent and serious of them all. A red notice is essentially a global wanted poster, a signal to almost every police force on Earth to locate, arrest, and extradite the accused back to the member countries searching for them. There are currently over 6,500 red notices in circulation to locate
Wait, let's
the
go back.
most urgent and serious of them all. Threats. A purple notice details specific criminal methods, but at the very top of that hierarchy sits the red notice, the most urgent and serious of them all. A red notice is essentially a global wanted poster, a signal to almost every police force on Earth to locate, arrest, and extradite the accused back to the member countries searching.
Wait, what the fuck? Is this the one that is based on, really?
There are
Maybe it's a
currently
joke.
over 6,500 red notices in circulation, featuring all manner of fugitives, from family annihilators to deranged gurus. Fish-lipped drug traffickers to smiling human traffickers. And in this video, we'll be examining a handful of them. This is one of the most wanted men in the Western Hemisphere. An MS-13 leader so powerful that he's turned parts of Honduras into his own private corporation. His name is Yulan Archega Carillas, but on the streets and in the prison yards of Central America, he's simply El Porky, a deceptively playful nickname for one of Interpol's most dangerous fugitives. To understand who Yulan, or Porky, is, we first have to understand what Mara Salvatrucha, MS-13, has become. What started as a street gang in Los Angeles in the 1980s has since grown into one of the world's most notorious criminal organizations, with tens of thousands of members across the Americas. In Central America especially, MS-13 has evolved into something more than a gang. Some describe it as a parallel state, one that collects taxes, controls neighborhoods, sells narcotics
What's up, Kuhai?
and weapons on an industrial
How are you doing?
scale, and enforces its own brand of justice on those who oppose them. In a poor nation with few opportunities, such groups represent a way out of poverty, a brotherhood that can give their lives structure, value, and meaning. And that's exactly how Yulan was introduced to them. According to Yulan himself, he spent his childhood in the 1990s roaming the streets of San Pedro Sula. By day, he stole watches, and by night, he huffed paint thinner, convinced he had died in the gutter before reaching adulthood.
With huffed paint thinner. Yeah, that's like when you take in a box and you like breathe it in, right?
One evening, a sudden downpour
Nice.
drove
I'm good. I'm good.
him to take
Great to
shelter
hear
in an
that.
abandoned building.
Wait, Kuhai, you invited me right to a game the other day. You have something to do with the person Dukai, right?
Where a chance encounter changed everything. Inside was a young MS-13 member who called himself Indio. He'd been deported from the United States a few years earlier and was trying to rebuild his life in Honduras. From then, Indio took Yulan under his wing and gave him a new name, Porky. Their past selves didn't matter, he told him, and such nicknames allowed them to be reborn in a sense. This older boy not only became Porky's mentor, but a father figure of sorts, and helped him escape a life on the streets.
I'm Brazilian, I don't even have an account in your region. Really, I swear there was someone... Maybe they had a similar name, but I thought you were the one who invited me. I guess it's someone else then.
Little more than a low-level gang soldier himself, Indio earned most of his money working at a gun store, where he taught Porky how to repair firearms of every kind. During those long nights at the shop, he explained MS-13's blood feud with their rivals, a group called Barrio 18, and a war between the two factions would soon consume them both. In 1997, while up a ladder fixing a light bulb, Indio was gunned down by Barrio 18 headhunters. It was the first time Porky lost one of his own. Swearing vengeance, he formally joined the ranks of MS-13 and began his transformation from street rat to kingpin. Old Porky wasn't your typical tattoo-covered enforcer though. He was soft-spoken and strategic, a young man who saw MS-13 not as a gang, but as a business, and that mindset helped him become a regional leader. Porky understood that power wasn't only earned through violence,
All our interest with your YouTube comment section. Okay.
it was sustained through structure.
I guess I was
And
just... Do you have MS-13 in Brazil? Maybe it's more Central America, right? Or like the Spanish-speaking world.
He didn't just hire muscle. He financed the careers of law students and recruited accountants and administrators to help protect and expand the group's piece of the pie. He promoted members based solely on merit, ensuring that the best and brightest worked directly under him. He didn't over-extort locals and cut down on random acts of violence to gain their loyalty. That's not to say he wasn't willing to order hits at a moment's notice though. He did so frequently, but intentionally.
Do we have what? MS-13. MS-13. This. I'm watching a documentary about the 4 most people wanted by Interpol while queuing. But maybe this is more like the Spanish-speaking world. Brazil. Yeah, not a single word of Brazil.
Targeting both members of MS-13 that he suspected of disloyalty and anyone working for a rival faction, especially Barrio 18 grunts. According to informers, Porky would routinely have 18ers, as he called them, captured and then tied to trees for machete and firearms training. Other times, he released them into the wild to be hunted like deer. All the while, he'd relax in a hammock, listening to their screams while raising a toast to Indio. Porky's intelligence and capacity for violence helped him rise to the top. Before long, he was the highest-ranking member of Mara Salvatrucha in the country. Under his leadership, the Honduran branch of MS-13 became a tightly controlled enterprise, coordinated.
Oh, we do have majority of our country within the control of criminal organizations. Really? I mean, I know that Brazil is plagued by like gang violence, right? And what do you call them? Cartels? But damn, I didn't know it was the majority of the country. But those favelas and whatever, I don't know. I've never been to Brazil, but I'd love to go one day though.
Directly with
I guess I just need to know where to go. How did you find me? Did you come from you? I mean, I feel like I've seen your name for quite a while. Yeah, like a month. Not on Jayce OTP, bro. What do you mean, Saab?
Colombian producers and Mexican cartels
Ah,
to move narcotics north towards the US, and providing them with elite Sicario kill.
by the way, guys, what would happen if people stopped doing drugs? Because I know that like there's incentive, and I guess that's like one of the arguments for legalization. Would there still be people trying to like? Of course, I know it's not just demand. Like demand creates supply, but also that supply creates demand, right?
Squads. According to US indictments, Porky personally supervised multi-ton shipments of illegal substances into the States each year, then laundered profits to fill MS-13s.
They would find another source. You mean the buyers or the sellers? Because what if you had a different, like, they constantly want to expand, right, to make more money, but what if people in the like wealthier countries didn't want to buy it, right? Because you would see the risks with it. I don't know what sort of drugs they make in South America. It's like they would find another buyer, but what if there weren't enough buyers? I know that they can try the same way that McDonald's, has like propaganda through their ads and like, go to McDonald's. I guess they have kind of their propaganda, but in another, much more subtle way. Supply doesn't really create demand. It 100% create demand. It depends on, like, just imagine that, let's say you have a city, like you have a center, and then there's no ice cream store. But then I open an ice cream store, just that there is an ice cream store, more people will be drawn to buy ice cream. That it is.
Piggy bank.
Here in Brazil, drugs
That
are not
money bought
legalized.
Safe houses and loyalty,
Yeah, I mean, I know.
and paid for the kind
Yes, I'll be right back. I just need to go grab some food.
of political protection that makes men like him almost untouchable. On Christmas Day, 2015, El Porky was arrested for his association with criminal organizations. He was sentenced to 20 years. But prison didn't slow Porky down. With the assistance of corrupt guards, he turned his prison into an operations hub and his cell into a boardroom, one from which he issued orders across Honduras using smuggled phones. In February 2020, Porky was taken to a courthouse hearing in El Progreso, accused of assassinating 2 Honduran prosecutors. He was escorted by van, not by helicopter, as was protocol, a sure sign that something was amiss. As the hearing was brought into session, a commando unit of more than 20 MS-13 members, disguised in authentic military-style uniforms, stormed the building. Security footage showed 2 synchronized entries. One team paraded a handcuffed decoy to make themselves appear official and cause a distraction, while a second team walked in a figure under a black hooded tunic, the kind used to hide a witness's identity, but which in this case was used to smuggle in weapons and ammo. Once inside the courtroom, the commandos unleashed hell, firing off rounds and extracting Porky through the main doors and into an escape van. A second firefight erupted at the exit. The jailbreak left 5 people dead, 4 officers and 1 MS-13 member. Numerous bystanders were wounded, but Porky escaped unharmed. Later, witnesses reported that real police officers had even helped coordinate traffic stops to clear his escape route, exposing just how far the crime lord's influence stretched. Frustratingly, Honduras is a country where the line between police and perpetrator can be wafer thin. Following the breakout, 2 Interpol red notices were issued by both Honduras and the United States, listing Porky under his other alias, Alexander Mendoza. The FBI also added him to its 10 most wanted list, labeling him one of the most violent and elusive figures in the Western Hemisphere, and placing a $5 million bounty on his head. But recapturing Porky has proven to be nearly impossible, and that may be because he has powerful friends. Some have accused the Honduran government of helping Porky evade justice, repayment for murdering his former cellmate, Neri Lopez, who was about to testify against President Hernandez. As would later come to light, the president's own brother was involved in the narcotics trade, and he had, allegedly, been using his influence to protect the operation. Neri Lopez, allegedly, had evidence of this. That remains unconfirmed, but it would explain the strange circumstances surrounding Porky's breakout. Though Porky is thought to still be in Honduras, he's almost certainly being protected by those loyal to, or fearful of, his authority. But perhaps more than anything, it's MS-13's infrastructure that's allowed Porky to remain so hidden. The group operates through cliques, semi-autonomous cells that continue operating, even if their leader vanishes. So even if Porky may be hiding off-grid, he hasn't lost control. Today, Honduras' homicide rate remains among the highest in the world. Entire neighborhoods are under gang curfew. Children are recruited as lookouts. Bus drivers pay war taxes just to keep working. It's a society being held hostage by the networks El Porky helped expand, and it seems he has no intention of loosening his grip. Known as Das Phantom, Norman Volker Franz is one of Europe's most elusive fugitives. A convicted murderer who escaped prison not just once, but twice, and vanished without a trace. For over 2 decades, he's managed to stay ahead of law enforcement, despite being the subject of an Interpol red notice. His story reads like a thriller, but the victims he left behind, and the danger he still poses, are all too real. Born in 1970 in West Germany, Norman lived a pretty mundane life up until the age of 25. He'd trained to be an electrician, and though he was technically competent, colleagues described him as a restless young man who found the work dull and the money underwhelming. He dreamt of excitement, of status and wealth, and so, in 1995, he abandoned his professional career and, as one does, joined a criminal gang, one involved in counterfeiting and armed robberies. But frankly, he couldn't have signed up at a more dangerous time. A Polish bootlegger called Pawlowski had just gotten into a financial dispute with the group, and allegedly had threatened one of their wives. Along with fellow gang members Christian K., Thomas D., and Andreas Prince, Norman was enlisted to settle the score. In May of that same year, the group lured Pawlowski to a remote road near Dortmund's Zuborg district. One of the members, Andreas Prince, stopped the Polish man's vehicle and approached, pretending he needed to speak with him. Inside the car was Pawlowski and 2 other men. They may have been innocent, but Prince didn't care. As the window came down, he casually tossed a live hand grenade into their car. Before the 3 targets knew what had just happened, the device exploded and set the vehicle alight. Pawlowski was unable to get out of the car and was consumed by the flames. One of the passengers, whose legs had been shredded, managed to crawl from the vehicle, but the ambushers callously executed him with a pump-action shotgun blast to the head. The 3rd occupant managed to escape the immediate scene, but was pursued by Norman and his accomplices in a BMW. They drove up beside him and opened fire. But despite the grenade shrapnel and shotgun blast that he had sustained, this 3rd target managed to escape into a forest. His testimony would help police piece together the massacre and link it back to Norman's gang. Feeling the heat, Norman altered his appearance and fled with his girlfriend Sandra across several European countries, before finally being apprehended at a toll station in France. He was extradited back to Germany, and despite claiming that he hadn't fired his weapon, was sentenced to life in prison for Doppelmord, or double murder. That same year, while behind bars at Hagen prison, he married Sandra, and, in very Bonnie and Clyde fashion, they quietly planned his escape. On March 11th, 1997, Sandra paid a conjugal visit to the prison. Having been mistreated by near most everyone, from her parents to other men while growing up, Norman had been one of the few people to treat her with kindness and respect, and for that, she was completely loyal to him. Besides, she knew that he wasn't actually one of the triggermen, that he was innocent of any wrongdoing in the Polish incident. He'd been sure to convince her of that. And so, risking her own freedom, she taped diamond wire saw blades to the inside of her belt and covertly passed them to Norman during the visitation. According to one source, that night, Norman soared through the bars on his window, climbed onto the roof using a ladder fashioned from broomsticks and bucket handles, and slid down the gutter. A fan of theatrics, he even left the stereo in his cell running, with the song "Time to Say Goodbye" playing on a continuous loop. As expected, Sandra was waiting for him in her red VW Polo, with 1,500 marks, food, clothes, 2 fake passports, and a pistol with 2 loaded 9mm Luger magazines. For 2 weeks, the lovebirds sustained themselves by shoplifting groceries, but knew that if they were to start a new life abroad, they'd need to get their hands on some serious money. And so, on March 26th, 1997, Norman ambushed Rudolf Tam, a security guard delivering cash to a bank in Weimar. Norman shot Rudolf, grabbed the cash box, and escaped on foot. All the while, Sandra was acting as a lookout. She hadn't expected Norman to kill the guard, but he said that the man tried to grab the weapon from his hand, and it just went off. Again, she believed him. The box contained less cash than they thought, around 15,000 Deutschmarks, or a little over $8,000 at the time. So, on July 21st, Norman struck again. This time, he promised his wife no blood would be spilled. But he lied. That afternoon, Norman ambushed 2 couriers, Gerd Koch and Peter Seidel, as they were about to load nearly 500,000 Deutschmarks into an armoured vehicle in Peissen. Without warning, he fired shots into the back of their heads. Hearing the blasts, Sandra ran over and found Norman standing over their bodies with a crazed look on his face, a distorted expression she had never seen him make before. They grabbed a money chest each and made for their vehicle, but their relationship was never the same after that. On October 24th, 1998, German investigators tracked the couple down in Albufeira, Portugal, where they were living with their newborn son. Norman had failed to stop at a police checkpoint, and officials scanned his license plate. The car had been bought under a fake name and was linked back to the couple. Norman didn't think that the Portuguese would extradite them, but when officers approached the couple as they were exiting a supermarket, he knew that the jig was up. The pair surrendered without resistance. They were both placed in custody while awaiting extradition. In the meantime, he and Sandra exchanged letters. In one, he wrote, "Sandra, I love you so much, and what I would give to have spared you all of this. I hope you don't regret the time you spent with me. You have reason enough. I wouldn't trade this life for any other, even if others wouldn't understand. I have your love, and my love for you has been heard. What more could I want?" On July 28th, 1999, Norman France broke out of Lisbon's central prison. Much like before, he cut through the bars of his cell window and used knotted bedsheets to rappel down the outer wall. How he acquired another saw remains unclear, but by the time guards realized what had happened, the Phantom was long gone. Since that night, he's lived up to his nickname and hasn't been seen or heard from. In his final letter to Sandra, he had written, "I'll definitely send you the picture of the wolf beforehand. I know it will cheer you up. Then you'll have something to look at." It was a code which they had discussed. If Sandra received a wolf picture in the mail, it meant that the coast was clear, that Norman was going to break her out, that he hadn't forgotten her. Sandra was returned to Germany and sentenced to 6 years and 3 months. She never received a picture of a wolf. In fact, neither she nor her son heard from Norman again. She's since divorced him. As of 2025, Norman Volker Franz remains one of Interpol's most wanted fugitives. Authorities believe he may be relying on false passports and working in under-the-radar industries such as construction or hospitality, where background checks are rare and cash payments are common. He speaks fluent German and Portuguese, and likely has resources and contacts that allow him to stay mobile and hidden. It's also believed that he has cut all ties with family and past associates to avoid detection. Over the years, there have been scattered reports suggesting he may be hiding in Portugal, on Caribbean islands, in South America, or even in Africa, though none of them have been verified. As well as these images of Norman, this sample from a phone call recording has also been released.
Ich habe gerade mit dem gesprochen, ne? Also der ist super, auf jeden Fall. Und Ende der Woche, ich bin jetzt, werde ich vom Gefängnis für eine halbe Stunde ins Gericht überführt.
Anyone with information is urged to submit a tip to Interpol. Rewards totaling around €100,000 are on offer for any information leading to Norman's arrest. Antonio Angles Martins, known to friends as Sugar, is often described as Spain's most wanted man, and has an extremely disturbing Interpol profile to back that claim up. He sought for his part in the Alcácer girls incident, one of the nation's most infamous and contentious cases. Born on the 27th of July, 1966, in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Antonio and his family relocated to Valencia when he was just 2 years old. From adolescence, he began exhibiting violent behavior, particularly towards women, and habitually beat his own mother, on one occasion knocking out some of her teeth. In January 1990, Antonio was imprisoned for kidnapping and beating 20-year-old Núria Pera Mateu, accusing her of stealing his heroin. He had chained her up inside a house in Catarroja, kept her there for 2 days, and likely would have killed her by throwing her in a well, if not for the intervention of his brother, who stepped in just in time to save her life. For that, Antonio was sentenced to 6 years and 4 months, but prison authorities decided to give him a chance at rehabilitation. And so, on March 5th, 1992, he was granted a 6-day furlough, a temporary release meant to help inmates reintegrate into society. But Antonio had no intention of returning. He vanished during that leave, and a warrant for his arrest wasn't put out for 6 months. But failing to return to prison isn't the reason for Antonio's red notice. His worst crime was yet to come. It was the night of Friday, November 13th, 1992, and 3 friends, Miriam Garcia, Desiree Hernandez, and Toñi Gomez, were getting ready for what should have been an ordinary evening out. The trio, all from the quiet and safe town of Alcácer, were planning to attend a high school party at Color, a popular disco on the outskirts of Picasen, another town just 4 kilometers away. A 4th friend, Esther, was meant to join them, but was forced to stay home due to sickness. At 8 PM, Miriam asked her father to give them a lift to Color, but he too was bedridden with the flu. So, like they'd done many times before, the teens decided to hitchhike. An acquaintance happened to spot them and gave them a ride to a petrol station near Picasen. From there, witnesses recalled seeing the trio climb into the back of another vehicle, this time a white sedan occupied by at least 2 males, though maybe it was 3, maybe 4. Their accounts were shaky. What is certain is that Miriam, Toñi, and Desiree didn't make it home that night. After stepping into that white car, they were never seen alive again. The Alcácer girls were reported missing the following day, though the official search for them didn't begin until a few days later, and wasn't without incident. While scouring the ravines of Picasen, 2 civil protection volunteers were run over by an all-terrain vehicle, killing one of them instantly and setting back the investigation. Hoping that the girls were still alive, the authorities considered whether they had run away or had been trafficked to northern Africa. The search stretched on for 2.5 long months, until, on January 27th, 1993, the grim truth surfaced. Heavy rain had softened the soil of La Romana, a difficult-to-access ravine near the Tos Reservoir, 25 kilometers from where the young women were last seen alive. 2 beekeepers were tending to their hives when they noticed a patch of disturbed ground with a shiny object sticking out of it. It was a Mickey Mouse watch, and as one of them knelt down to examine it, he realized it was still attached to a human arm. Law enforcement and news reporters descended on the scene. After digging up the area, they discovered a grave containing the bodies of the Alcacer trio, wrapped in carpet, one on top of the other. They had been tied up and mutilated, and a cross was found lodged inside one of their bodies. The public was furious, and their outrage only grew when primetime networks aired close-ups of the remains on TV. Additionally, early police missteps, the mishandling and losing of evidence, a botched autopsy, and general institutional incompetence allowed speculation to thrive. The media latched onto that, with some claiming a group of wealthy and powerful elites committed the atrocity, either as part of a satanic ritual or a snuff movie film shoot. Many Spaniards still believe that. However, prosecutors allege that the men responsible were Miguel Ricard, aka the Blonde, a volatile addict who did indeed own a white Opel Corsa, and his close associate, Antonio Sugar Angles. During the forensic sweep that followed, investigators recovered a large array of objects in and around the ditch, including a 9mm shell casing, a glove belonging to Miguel Ricard, and a torn-up medical slip bearing the name Enrique Angles, Antonio's intellectually disabled brother. Antonio often assumed his brother's identity, and at one point aimed a gun at his head, telling him that he would pull the trigger if he ever snitched. Given his past convictions, the authorities knew which Angles brother they were actually searching for. The civil guard went to the Angles family home to investigate, and as luck would have it, Miguel Ricard just so happened to be there too. He was arrested on the spot, but Antonio managed to escape through a bedroom window, taking with him several fake IDs. For nearly a month, Antonio moved between villages across Valencia, sleeping rough in fields and abandoned buildings. Eventually, he resurfaced in Minglania, where he hijacked a car at gunpoint. That was the last confirmed sighting of him in Spain. As Miguel would later testify, on that fateful Friday the 13th, he and Antonio picked up Miriam, Desi, and Toñi and offered them a ride to Culor. After driving by the venue, Antonio pulled out a handgun. When the 3 victims became agitated, he struck them with the butt of the weapon, bound their wrists, and ordered Miguel to head for a hut in Catadao, one of Antonio's hideouts. Throughout the night, Antonio forced himself upon the victims, toyed with them, and tormented them in unimaginable ways. He allegedly forced Miguel to join in, or else he would, quote, send him to hell. Later, the men went into town to buy food and drinks, leaving the victims restrained. They returned and slept in the hut. The next afternoon, Antonio forced the girls into a pre-dug pit and gunned them down. According to Miguel, he was an unwilling participant and had been brought along as a scapegoat. By March 1993, Antonio had made it to Lisbon, where witnesses identified him by his distinctive tattoos. One of a Chinese woman with a parasol, another of the Reaper holding a scythe, and ironically, simply the phrase, mother's love. A collaborator of his later said that Antonio stole his passport and was planning to flee to Brazil. From Lisbon's main port, it's believed that he boarded the ship City of Plymouth as a stowaway. Crew members discovered a man identical to Antonio hiding aboard and kept him in a room under lock and key. However, when the ship docked in Dublin, they found that the room was empty. The man had seemingly escaped into the freezing Atlantic Ocean through the porthole. A lifebelt was discovered floating in Dublin's harbour. Though some think this man drowned or succumbed to hypothermia, his body never washed ashore, and a former port worker claimed that he had seen a man slip off the city of Plymouth and vanish into the darkness mere moments before Irish authorities boarded the vessel to question him. If this was Antonio, he may have snuck onto another ship, perhaps one bound for South America. Since then, law enforcement have conducted searches in Uruguay, Mexico, Argentina, the Dominican Republic, and his birth country, Brazil, but Antonio Ungles has yet to be found. Thing is, not everyone believes the official narrative. Many still say that this whole case was a cover-up, that Antonio was selected as the fall guy, and that he was permanently...
What's up, guys? Dude, fucking my sister occupied the bathroom for so long. That's why. She was like, oh, 5 minutes. Then I was like, okay, 5 minutes. Then she leaves, and she's like, actually, you can't go in there because I'm just gonna take a quick break. And I'm like, okay. Then she goes back in, and then she's in there for like 50 minutes. That's why it took so long. What the hell is feasting?
silenced
What's up, Kyrie?
to protect an international cabal of VIPs. According to reports, 15 hairs were found on the bodies of Miriam, Desiree, and Tony, and of the 12 that were actually tested, none of them matched with Antonio or Miguel. That being said, it is possible that they came from unprofessional investigators, coroners, or anyone else who looked over the remains. Though Spanish forums remain awash with speculation, I think much of it has been fanned by years of sensationalist reporting, and personally, I don't subscribe to any of the alternative.
I'm doing good, but I need to be a bit quiet because my family is sleeping now.
Theories. Neither does Interpol.
What about yourself?
The organization still lists the prime suspect, Antonio Ungles Martins, as alive. A Millionaria Recompensa, or €1 million level reward, is being offered by Spanish authorities for information leading to his arrest. But the clock is ticking. In Spain, even major crimes can become legally unprosecutable after a fixed period. Judicial sources have reported that criminal responsibility for the Alcacer case will expire in December 2029. But what of the suspect that was caught, Miguel Ricard? Well, he would later claim that 2 other men were involved in the murders. One of them was Antonio's brother, 16-year-old Mauricio Ungles, and the other was a man referred to only as El Nano. Strands of Mauricio's hair was allegedly found at the crime scene, as was DNA belonging to another brother, Roberto Ungles, but it was never proven that either of them were there on the night of the incident. Later, Miguel changed his testimony, saying he only confessed to his role in the crime after being tortured by interrogators. A medical examination of his body showed no injuries. In September 1997, following a 3-month trial, Miguel Ricard was convicted for his part in the murders and sentenced to 170 years in prison.
Well, thank you so much for the donation, Kwa Nguyen. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. W, guys, let's get some W, Kwa Nguyen. I haven't really been able to keep up with the YouTube chat. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's the first time I see you here, but I'm very happy. I need to be a bit quiet because my family is sleeping. But thank you, man. That means a lot. Please fix it. Yes, but this was on YouTube. Eric. So if you donate on Twitch, it would be...
He was released after 20 and was last seen in Madrid, trying to buy illicit substances.
By the way, guys, now I am in queue. Oh wait, fuck, I forgot to press find match. I'm in queue now. Just so you guys know. I hope this video isn't too scary.
Luisa Borba Gonçalves is a Brazilian serial killer accused of marrying, deceiving, and slaying a string of wealthy men for financial gain. Because of her modus operandi, she's commonly referred to by her nickname, a Viuva Negra, the Black Widow.
Nice. Have you been watching my videos, Quan Nguyen? Are you from Vietnam, or are you still Vietnamese? Because I've seen that I have a lot of viewers from Vietnam. I think it's the second biggest country after the US.
Because
Yes, TTS is fixed for Twitch.
she's maintained multiple identities throughout her life, large parts of Eloisa's background are difficult to verify. What is clear is that she was born in Porto Alegre on March 13th, 1950. Growing up, friends described her as intelligent and charismatic, albeit manipulative, and though she didn't conform to Brazil's conventional beauty standards, most agreed that she radiated a certain innocence that men found magnetic. Men like Eloisa's first partner, Carlos Pinto da Silva, with whom she had her first child, Patricia, at the age of 19. But as Eloisa came to realize, playing happy families wasn't her bag. At the age of 21, she left Carlos behind and moved on to someone new, a reserved German physician named Dr. Günther Wolf, a man 17 years her senior. Their relationship moved quickly, and before long, Eloisa was
Wait, yeah, I only watch your videos because I'm from America. Sometimes I would not be able to see you live. Ah, okay, then I see.
pregnant again. On December 27th, 1971,
Well, I'm happy that you're here, and I'm very happy for the donation. Thank you. I just want to say that all of your guys' donation, it means a lot. I'm saving toward a new PC currently, so I'm gonna put it toward that to be able to stream more.
the couple set out for Taquara in Dr. Wolf's Volkswagen. Somewhere along the route, their car collided with a truck. Wolf was killed instantly. Eloisa walked away unharmed. Months later, she gave birth to a daughter, Vittoria, and as the mother of Dr. Wolf's child, inherited his property in Porto Alegre.
Ooh.
It's unknown what exactly caused the crash. Speeding, a lapse in concentration, a sharp grab of the wheel. But whether it was a tragic accident or not, that inheritance seems to have taught Eloisa a morbid lesson. That a dead lover could be worth more than a living one.
That sounds kinda sad.
After that, Eloisa returned to Carlos and became pregnant yet again. This time, she had a son, Carlos Jr. In December 1977, the family took a Christmas holiday to Salvador and stayed at the Hotel on Gina. Terrifyingly, as they exited the hotel on the 27th, they were ambushed by robbers, and Carlos was shot 5 times in the chest. He barely escaped with his life, and while speaking with officers, accused Eloisa of orchestrating the attack. However, he quickly withdrew his statement for reasons unknown. Having gone through law school, Eloisa knew how to play the legal system and convinced detectives to drop their investigation. After splitting from Carlos, Eloisa bounced between Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Goiás, and Brasilia, committing
Thank you, legit no hex. Happy to hear that. I'm happy that you're here as well.
fraud in every city. She issued bad checks to airlines and withdrew social security benefits using stolen identities. This came back to bite her in the early 1980s, when she was arrested for signing documents under a false name. Realizing that her scheme had failed, she devised a new plan. The Eloisa system. Step 1. Hatch. Eloisa would go through a metamorphosis of sorts, dropping the innocent doe-eyed act and reinventing herself as whoever she needed to be. A cultured bachelorette, a sympathetic widow, an alluring temptress. Step 2. Entice. In hotel bars, upscale lounges, and even Catholic churches, she would cavort with affluent older gentlemen and introduce herself as her character. Step 3. Legally bind. Eloisa would romance and eventually marry her prey.
Dude, what? You gave me another 20? Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Koa. I'm so thankful, thank you. Thank you, man. You must be a wealthy guy if you give me this much.
Step 4. Oversee paperwork. She would then set up shared bank accounts and life insurance policies, manage property transfers, and have wills written up in her favour. Step 5. Incident. Inevitably, something terrible would happen to her new, darling hubby.
Thank you, man. Now you're number 1 as well. Let's maybe watch a more positive video. Let's watch this guy. I'm in queue now, by the way, guys. It's just that it's taking some time.
Guys, some post-commentary Swain top. I went for an aggressive page with Ares Scorch, Absolute Focus, double AP reshards. Tenacity and a slow resist shard is also really good into Cassante because he has lots of slows on Q, but he also has 2 stuns actually. When you take minion aggro, you can quickly drop it by going into the bush like this. You see me do this pretty often. So I'm just gonna look to early game, hit him with a lot of Qs. Q won't draw minion aggro because it's AoE, but every time I auto him, I'll draw aggro, so I'll swiftly go into the bush to drop the aggro. But just do your best to farm. Q every time it's up to apply Ares Scorch. And your AP is really high if you go double shots, Orange Ring, and Absolute Focus. So you can see my Qs are actually doing a massive damage already early on level 1. So we just want to try and wear him down, so we can maybe look for a solo kill. I think an aggressive page like this works really well in top lane, because a lot of times you're range versus melee, so they can't even get to you. And even if he gets to me, I have bone plating as well. So it's just like a very one-sided matchup right now. So I can just go really, really hard on him.
Thank you, man. I mean, I'm happy that you like it. I've been slacking a bit with the streaming. I usually stream too late and stuff, but it's really motivating when you guys help me. I hope to do this full time. I feel like I'm still starting out, but no, they stole my Jayce. Damn, that's sad. That's sad. But I'm gonna keep
on level 3
grinding
here,
for you,
I'll
man.
take 2 points in Q just to make my Q even less cooldown, but also the damage gets very high per point you put in Q. Q points are very valuable, so don't even care about W yet. Just ultra harass him with your Q and look for ease when he goes for farm.
Okay, guys.
I'm gonna drag.
Like, my only pick into Jayce is Gragas. What the fuck am I supposed to play now? What am I supposed to play now? Dude, I'm just gonna dodge. Like, should I even play this game? Sion. Oh, that's true, man. Hey, I picked Mundo. Mundo is probably horrible into them. Ah, shit. Maybe I'll just dodge. But it might be Gragas top, actually. Guess what the fuck? What rules do I take? Wait, this. Double scaling. Oh my god, what runes do I take? This, right? Probably just $0 videos on YouTube, but first time watching live. Greetings from the worst Brazilian Jayce to have ever lived. Thank you, Gilherm. Wait, Gilhermesvakal. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm happy that you can catch me live. York? Wait, what the fuck is going on with? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted. How many did you gift? 45 gifted. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Who was it gifted? Foreseeable. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. I need to be quiet. I need to remember that I need to be quiet. Sadly, they stole Jayce this game. But I'm playing Mundo, you know. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. Have you even sent me a message, man? I don't know if I've seen your name. I think you followed me yesterday, right? But
Have a seat. Mundo will see you shortly.
I probably shouldn't have done that. I mean, I got a grass proc, but was it worth it?
Anyone seen Mundo's brain scissors?
Yorick? Yeah, I banned Yorick. Where are you from? I don't know, I can't read your name, but is that a Chinese name? I've never been to China, but I've been to Hong Kong.
Ask your Mundo if Bonesaw is ready.
I don't know how to message my favorite chess player is playing Mundo, what the fuck. Ah, thank you, man. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I mean, gifting like that and sending, that's very good. The reason why I'm playing Mundo is because they stole Jayce, that's why. And then I saw like it's probably Gragas top, right? So I think that Mundo is Mundo good into Gragas? Is Mundo good into Jayce? I'd say no. But the reason why I picked I know it's Gragas top. Have you been to America? Yeah, I have. I've been to. Wait, let me. I've been to multiple places in. I've not been to East Side, but I've been to the West Side. I've been to California. I've been to Nevada. I've been to Death Valley. I've been to Las Vegas. But this was like 10 years ago. It was very long ago. Where are you from? Nguyen. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. I'm trying my best. I have been to the US, but yeah. No, but for Sieben, thank you. I have a donation below if you want to donate, but you know, you gave me so much, man. Your company alone means a lot. He's gonna try to... Holy shit.
You have slain an enemy.
All better.
An ally has been slain.
Holy shit, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? My name is Sabisu. What's up, Sabisu? California? Nice. I actually have a cousin that lives in California. In I think Palo Alto, I think it's called. I think it's called Palo Alto where they live. But I've never visited them. Sabisu, I don't know if I'm... Are you watching from... Maybe you guys would think I'm like racist because I saw your name and I thought you were from China. But I've never been to mainland China, but I've been to Hong Kong. Thank you for
sharing the donate button, GLA chef in our game.
Thank you so much for the donation, for Sieben. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you didn't feel pressured into donating. I haven't even really been able to keep track of what is going on in this game. Because you guys have just been blessing me with all this money. I know Palo Alto is very nice. Never played comp soccer there. Nice. Yeah, like my, I'm not that wealthy, but my cousins, they're kind of wealthy, I think it's called Palo Alto. Like, I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I'm pretty sure. Where's the high skill ceiling? Gangplank, I think. I think Gangplank. Gangplank by far, right? This was probably pretty int. Is Jayce jungle higher or Nidalee? I think that's you mean skill ceiling or no, but I've been to, let me see, I've been to this, I think it's called like the Meteor in the US. I don't know, it's in Nevada, I think, and it's like a big crater in the ground. Then I've also been to, when I was in California, I was in San Francisco, I think. That's what I think. Thank you so much, guys, for all the donos and stuff. I hope you guys can hear me. It means the world to me.
Mundo's pain always at 0. Did you sign waiver?
Yeah, I will update it when I can. I'll just push. He still hasn't fully stacked his mana flow, which is good. I'm soon to be at Warmonks. I want to try to push the wave with the cannon, and then with the cannon I can... With the cannon I can take up late. That's my plan. So now I'm gonna...
Doctor, this is how we doctor.
Enemy double kill.
Best cure for pain.
He ulted, okay. Oh, that's not good at all.
Ally has been slain.
Take 2 of these.
Enemy killing spree.
Everyone always screaming at you.
I probably should have pushed that faster. But where in California do you live? Kua.
Which way? Nope. This
If you want to say, you don't have to,
that way.
It's completely optional.
Let Mundo through. Me, medical professional.
What the fuck, I have 81 subs now. Thank you guys. update people. You guys are very charitable. Oh yeah, thank you, Quan Nguyen. We start speaking English in school like from very young, so I think that's largely why. I thought we were winning this game. What happened, guys? Santa Cruz? Ah, okay. Santa Cruz, isn't that the name of that YouTuber? Do you know who I'm talking about? Like the health guy? Wait, I'll answer your question about tier in a bit. Well, so when I go tier, it's usually two things. How fed am I? What is the enemy team? If the enemy team is very beefy... what are they talking about?
The head bone's connected to the cleaver bone.
Nice, good job. Really big. He was just so low pushed up. It depends on both like who I'm facing. If it's early game, if it's a champion, I feel like, or I feel like I need more damage early game, like Irelia, or maybe I just go versus a Darius, and Darius is like their only beefy person. Then I just skip tier because does he not want to get? Okay, damn, they already got the scuttle. Like, then if they have if they're kind of squishy, a lot of the time it's just better to go full bruiser. That's what I think. Or no, full damage, like, what do you call it? Maybe you go Yomu's first item, and then Voltaic secondary. And also on jungle, you should never go tier.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Me started this practice with nothing but
That's what I think.
and dream.
He went to school there too, really? Is that why his name is Santa Cruz? I thought that was his real name. Oh wait, because his name is Santa Cruz Mesirinals, right? Now he's gonna tank it. I think I need to poke him more.
Dear medical journal.
Okay, damn. Unlucky. Maybe I shouldn't have... Yeah.
Nurse, the anesthesia wore off. Mundo miss old office.
Dude, they stole Jayce. They stole Jayce, and then I went I thought it was Gragas top, which it was, so that's why I went Mundo, because Mundo is good into Gragas. Really? I didn't know he studied weed. I thought he was like a health guy, like raw milk and stuff. Is he famous at Santa Cruz?
Why Mundo do this? For the community.
That's all I know of him.
An enemy has been
Nice, okay. 1 kill, plus they got Herald.
enemy rampage.
Holy shit, the lamb. Can we fight this?
Well, that turret has been destroyed.
Nice, well done. Nice. Nice.
Shut down.
If I can get a few hits on this tower, that's really good.
You in good hands.
Wait, no. Oh my god. I don't have enough HP yet.
That's what me'd say if me took hex rays.
I think Mundo is a crazy scaler, right? Pretty sure he is. What did he do, Megaldon, when you were gone?
Pay first, please.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Patient gets sticker. No, wait.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave them. Is that Vex? It's both.
Destroyed.
Sorry guys, you guys just have to...
An ally has been slain.
We must be good, doctor. Patients never come back.
An ally
It's well known, like, really? Is he as chill as he seems? Not to glaze him too hard? Is Mundo OP? I don't think so.
has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
Mundo, you need it back at the healing place. Okay.
I don't think Mundo is OP.
Mundo's pain always at zero.
I wish I could surf. Actually, close to my, what do you call it, or my parents' summer house here in Sweden. They placed a pink ward there, I'm pretty sure. There's like a bunch of winds, so then you can go like with a, I don't know what you call it.
Drops of healing juice stack.
Oh wait, Gragas is here, fuck. Like you go, I don't know what you call it. Like kite surfing, I think. Like you have this thing. and you, I don't know, like you have like, and you fly, and then you can like jump, and you fly like 10 meters up in the sky. I don't know how good my description is. You have like a handle, and then you apply it to a kite. Yeah, but I don't know if it's kite surfing, because you have like you can jump, and then you fly 10 meters up in the sky. Maybe that's kite surfing, I don't know.
Doctor, this is how we doctor.
I don't deal that much damage, fuck my bad. My bad, I should have went in. We can still win this game, but... I think I die, I mean, it looks super fun. But I guess that if you fail, like, yeah, you can hurt yourself, probably. I think that... Spain with 4 viewers, really? Yeah, kite surfing, it's probably kite surfing. Like, I feel like... I don't think I've scaled enough. Are they on Nash? They're not. I mean, like, everything is scary if you put it into perspective, you know. To a person who always walk around wearing a helmet, not taking off the helmet is scary, right?
An ally has been slain.
Sometimes me
What?
wonder, who is me to play God?
I'm gonna have to go to the... sorry guys. Oh, oops.
Let's see, which way? Nope, this not right. Ooh, maybe that way.
How do you usually stream for? I usually stream somewhere between... Like, I am in the time zone of Sweden, like CET, Central European Time. Usually I stream somewhere between like 3 PM and 11 PM, or like, you know, when it goes from 00 to 12. It can vary a lot. I don't think I have it. I need to scale more. I don't do enough damage still.
Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected.
Tell me where hurt.
How long is your streams usually? Okay. It can vary. Like, I try to at least do it 3 hours. It can be up to longest stream I've done is 12, but usually maybe like 3 to 6 hours. That's usually around the length. Who is this? Is this a fan of mine? What a joke. I mean, I didn't get to deal any damage. True. Okay. But thank you so much. I updated the gifted 24-hour stream when? I don't know. I said I was gonna do a 24-hour stream, but I just ended up not doing it. The mistake that cost this hacker $1 million. Okay. I'm just gonna queue again. By the way, guys, I'm gonna demote from Challenger. Two, three, four. If I lose one more, it's GG. But my longest stream has been like 11.5 hours, I think. What should I watch? There was a game called... What happened to that video? The mistake that caused reach unlocked cases. I win next. I hope so. Good night, Panfic. Okay, let's Tulum.
SAS stora rea är här. Just nu har vi riktigt bra priser.
Would you rather live with Nickish or the burnt peanut? I don't know. Probably Nickish. Okay, oh, you mean live in real life? Then probably Nickish, obviously. That's not a question even. I mean, what a lovely trio. Is the burnt peanut even like what is he like IRL?
A lot of people in the United States, and I think all over the world, they're unhappy with the way their lives are.
I was going through a lot of To summarize it, living here, we are happier.
Maybe we should move here, guys. We should just all move here, then we'll live together.
The world changed drastically after COVID-19. People realized they could work remotely and choose the best places to live. These places used to be popular only for vacations or winter stays, but now they have become real expat hubs. These can be neighborhoods in big cities or small villages with access to a major airport. And what happened to these places after the pandemic? The people who came here as temporary tourists started living here. Businesses quickly followed, adapting to their lifestyle. Good restaurants, internal schools, everything you need for a permanent stay.
How will we afford it? By donations from Wales.
Now these places are experiencing a real boom. As a result, we've got a new global map, a kind of network of expat hubs that millions of people are flocking to. I'm heading to Toplane, one of those places that has transformed from an isolated village where Mayan descendants and fishermen lived into a city with a planned population of around 400,000 people. With an international airport already operating, a railway under construction, international schools appearing, and where the resident profile has drastically changed, now mostly consisting of expats.
When I first arrived in Tulum like 20 years ago, there was nothing here
Wales, no crypto whales.
at all. It was just
People with a lot of money.
Everywhere was jungle. The beach, there was no buildings on it. One of the things that I joked about in my first meeting, I showed up in a suit and tie. I'd come from Los Angeles, I was sweating, it was terribly hot, and all of a sudden walking down the beach was the guy that I called Naked Santa Claus. So it was this big fat guy with a white beard and all that, with a cane, just walking down the beach, completely naked. I'm like, where am I?
I've been living in Tulum since '79. I grew up here, and I had the opportunity to live by the entrance of the ruins. It is the biggest archaeological site on the water. There was not many people back then. This was like a nude beach. In the first week of this January, I came here. I brought a group of Croatians, and for the first time, I saw the whole beach full of people. I've never had seen so many people here, so I was very surprised.
True.
How big was the population of Tulum?
Okay, guys, second game in a row where Jayce is banned.
Tulum 20 years ago?
Feasting is not even an emote. We can't see feasting, man.
I don't even know. I'll tell you this thing, I knew every face. Now at this point, I think there's 30 or 40,000 people. Tulum, 20 or 30 years ago, was basically a hippie town. There was nothing here at all. The ruins.
What? I can't see feasting.
Let's get this party started.
Minions have spawned.
I'm on it.
Should create their own government and tribunal system. What is tribunal system? I like the idea, however, even though I don't know what it is. We need freedom, we need self-dependency. Hard work. Work hard.
First blood.
Need some grog.
An ally has been slain. A summoner has disconnected.
Don't get pushy.
I think he placed a deep ward, but I don't know where exactly. Really, that reaches me. Okay. Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Have a drink.
Yeah, I mean, you need to work hard to get rid of them, yes. But I'm not saying wage slaving away at a office job, sorting Excel. I'm more talking about the mindset, you know.
Let's get this party started. I'm on it.
Next day I fucking left the game after. I didn't click yes because she was AFK. Were you winning or what? I thought we weren't gonna win. Free LP. No, I didn't lose LP. I mean, what if he comes back and then I didn't see what was going on bot lane? Didn't he just leave level 1? What if he comes back? Really? I didn't know that. So if he is AFK, we always don't. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. I guess I shouldn't have FF'd.
Ruins were here, and they say that the ruins have been built here because of a magnetic vortex of the world, that there's several places that they consider to be spiritual places in the world. So,
oh, fuck it, I didn't know that, man. If I know that, I wouldn't have FF'd.
So it attracted a lot of people to come down that were looking for a more alternative
I thought that if he comes back, we will lose LP.
Type of life. Yoga, meditation, camping on the beach. It was very, very bohemian. The seeds were planted then, now they've come through. So, I mean, everybody that wants a life that, alternative lifestyle, live in nature, be connected to nature.
I visited Tulum 9 years ago for the first time, 8-9 years ago. I was going through a lot of financial and social media success, but also a lot of mental health issues. And I came here with a friend, and she said, you gotta come check out Tulum. It's quite a spiritual place. It's a good place to try and heal yourself. And at that time I was like, oh, heal yourself, mumbo jumbo, you know, the typical type of perception of that, you know, that type of world. But I came here, I met a bunch of
Mosquito
locals.
just trying to bite you. Oh, okay.
Well, we're in Mexico. Welcome to the jungle. And I came here early 2016. The nature, the music, the beaches, the vibe of the people was very different from the high stress.
Wait, if you... I don't know, is that true? You need to have a remote job. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would want to live here.
Rush type of you know, people that I was used to. So I got hooked and I came back every single year until eventually near the end of the pandemic, I thought, okay, you know, I had my daughter now, I had my wife. Came here for 3 months, ended up staying 4 months. And went back home, sold everything, our house, our cars, basically dropped everything and moved here. And to summarize it as shortly as possible, living here, we are happier, meaning me and my family, we're happier with much less. So in the Netherlands, for example, I had to make a lot of money, whereas here...
It makes sense, right?
I mean, I haven't bought new shoes in 3 years. I walk around barefoot half the time. It's much easier.
I can see the appeal, but...
and much cheaper to be happy here.
At the same time, it feels kind of weird to have, like, not your own around you. Like, if you live here, it's probably going to be a bunch of... where do you live, Migueldon?
When I first arrived in Tulum like 20 years ago, there was nothing here at all, but it did attract basically 2 different types of people. Celebrities, there were a lot of celebrities that were coming here because it was a place they could escape. Nobody knew who they were, they didn't know their name. And they could be out on the beach, you know, and nobody would bother them. There was no photographers, there was no paparazzi, there was nobody knew who they were. And so they could be just somebody, whatever. The other thing that attracted her a lot, this is actually one of the top places in the world for ocean fly fish, or saltwater fly fishing.
Once I caught a 1 kilo lobster, so that was...
I'd rather speak English all the time than have to learn Arabic in Sweden. I mean, most Arabs just live with other Arabs.
a great experience back then, because now it's so hard to find very big fishes that back then, sometimes we could fish with a single shot of a harpoon, we could get 2 or 3 fishes at once.
Whereas came here and all of a sudden, I was seeing celebrities all the time. And people who at the time were
Without fear.
Where do you live, Booby Gaga? What's up, Michael?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
How are you doing?
Complete. Our future will be bright.
Minions have spawned.
Wait, but at least I'm done in...
Never a wrong step.
Done with what? What matchup you hit the most? Probably Yorick. From Finland. You speak a little bit of Swedish then, right?
Powering up.
Is he gonna zone me? Is he not even here?
Never look back. I'm always ready.
Finland. Det ska vara deep bleed. Do people usually invade Ivern? I actually don't know. I feel like that's a pretty common thing to do with Ivern. This guy has Ghost. It's so easy to play versus Conk Olaf.
Pave the way.
I don't even know does he even have Nimbus Cloak. Might not even have Nimbus Cloak.
Eyes on the horizon.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Ah, it's bad that he got his E off.
Enemy double kill.
I will light
He's
up.
gonna try to shove this in, I think.
Face the future.
I think I should have taken one more.
Time to make a stand.
Yeah, I also dislike Olaf as Jayce Michael. He missed cannon. It's really big. Really? That was not a good trade for me at all.
Our future will be bright. Never a wrong step.
Oh fuck, I should have wanted that. I should have done that. Oh fuck.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Strength through progress.
That's not the best because I don't have flash, but it's fine.
Powering up. Never look back.
Didn't flash. Wait. Honestly, there is no good Jayce in Europe until I found you. Thank you, Michael. I mean, yeah, there are many players, but few one tricks.
I'm always ready. Pave the way.
I ignited him there, he still does a lot of damage. Like, Conk does far more damage, but... maybe I should attack this, I don't know. I'm just gonna base down his bot.
Eyes on the horizon.
He still has flash. minion. I wasn't always a Jayce to be. Back in the day I used to play Gangplank. He's gonna try to proxy.
Time to make a stand.
Maybe we do. You're dead, man.
Enemy double kill.
I should look at the map.
Without fear. Electrify.
Now Olaf is like low-key back in the game, you know.
Our future will be bright.
An enemy has been slain.
For Piltover.
I can probably dive him.
Never a wrong step.
Yeah, I think he pissed. I wonder, he might actually have time to cancel me here.
Complete.
I'm happy to hear that you found me, Michael Bojak.
Never look back.
Potsek. Are you from Poland? Good night, Good night,
Has been slain.
Next.
I'm always ready.
Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Hammer time. Pave the way.
Olaf went on mid.
Cannon engage. Eyes on the horizon.
What is HBD?
Transformation
Happy
complete.
birthday. I need to make sure that I don't die. It'd be very bad if I died.
I will light our path.
Killing spree.
Time to make a
Bed.
stand. Without fear. Feel the thunder.
Yeah, I can one shot him.
Transformation complete. Our future will be bright.
Dead by daylight, okay.
Never a wrong step.
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Powering up. Bring up.
What?
Thanks for playing, Daisy.
Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
No offense to this guy, but that was an idiotic dive.
Bring down the hammer.
I mean, I think it's more so that I wasted a lot of mana, right? That's why I had no mana.
I'm always ready. Pave the way. Hammer time.
An enemy has been slain.
Eyes on the horizon.
Enemy rampage.
So long. I will light a path.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Time to make a stand. Without fear.
What the fuck, he still has his ult?
Use this gift well.
Okay, I played like shit.
Enemy rampage. Shut down.
Thank God.
Never a wrong step. Energize. Gotcha. Powering up. Be protected. Watch out! Jayce's really protective of it. Fully charged. Feel the thunder.
I'm eating some meat. They taste kinda bad.
has been slain.
Face the future. Transformation complete. Pave the way.
Let's level the playing field.
Resistance Jayce is probably my favorite skin, but I've been liking the no skin recently. That's why I'm running it.
I will light our path. Cannon engaged.
I wonder where Olaf is. But yeah, I agree that no tier Jayce is more fun.
Transformation complete. Without fear.
I don't know, I just don't feel good when I eat a lot of starch, you know.
Our future will be bright. Never a wrong step.
An enemy has been slain.
I just don't do enough damage to one-shot the Karma.
Powering up.
That's kinda sad.
An ally has been slain.
Never look back. Cannon engaged. I'm always ready.
Thank you for the follow, Kodiame.
Time to make a stand.
My bad. My bad. My father, really. Thank you, Kodem. That makes me happy. This Petals of Spring, I haven't tested it, Mikhail. I mean, I kinda hinted.
Our future will be bright. Formation complete. Bring down the hammer. High five, DG! Never a wrong step. Fully charged.
Really, thank you, man.
Powering up.
Maybe I actually could have helped him. I probably should help them.
Never look back.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Dude.
Double kill. Aced. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
What's yours is mine. I'm always ready.
Really sad games. I mean, I haven't been playing that well either.
Electrify.
And yesterday the games weren't much better. Dawson Lee, thank you for the follow.
Face the future.
I didn't see your follow earlier. Is that Storm from in-game or from out of game? I think in-game, right?
Pave the way.
I'm just gonna keep pushing. Okay. It's a 4v5. I think Yasuo has flash now. damn, what is this? I have never seen that before. Okay, you missed Tanky Bruiser Jayce meta. I didn't really play when Tank Jayce was a thing. Also, I didn't really play it. Fuck. Okay, now I'm gonna demote to Grandmaster. Now I'm demoting to Grandmaster. How sad. This guy's also gonna demote, right? Yeah. You're also demoting, mate. You guys have good code there in Sweden. If you want, I can give you my mother's version of Portuguese bala that has no buttercream. Yeah, sure, please share it. Join my Discord and share it in the food section. Holy shit. 1 win, 5 losses. That's brutal. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna demote. That's rough. I didn't realize it was that bad. Oh, but no, one of the losses was a remake. So it was one of those were the remake. So wait, win, loss. Okay, so 1 win, 3 losses, 4 losses actually. Okay, it's whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna demote. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, guys, we had a great stream. I'm sure you're doing your best, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was satire at first, but I'm doing my best. It's just going like shit. Okay, but guys, I'm gonna end it here. Wait, how am I not on level 5? Was it because I flamed? Play to win. International feeding. Okay. Worst season by far, I mean, it's whatever. Okay, but thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to Minion. Thank you to Mikael. Thank you to you, Koa. Thank you to whoever gifted. For Seben. Thank you for all of you guys who followed and subscribed. I'm really happy. I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. Okay, yeah, maybe you just have to regain Honor 5 then. See you guys. But now I have to go. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll be streaming tomorrow as well.